Hello, we're a quarter of the way through the year already. Who would have thought it? End of March, early April, and it's time for a quarterly review. I filmed this over a number of days because it'd be just really boring if I sat here and just spoke to you for 20 minutes going through what we've been up to, what we've achieved and whatnot. So without further ado, here we go. So I've had a pretty good start to the year so far, 3 months in, quarter of the way. Definitely quite a bit more exercise than I did last year. Running, start off with running. I've done about just over 40 miles this first 3 months, and I could have done more really. But yeah, great start to get me running off onto a good start. Last year for the whole year I ran about 50 miles in the whole year. So we're easily going to beat that this year. In my whole life I've done 10 park runs. So far this year I've done 5 out of those 10. So yeah, it's great to get off to a good start running. I've got a park run PB, 28 minutes so far, and I'm going to smash that this year hopefully. So that's running, great start, and yeah, need to do more, keep at it. Walking, got off to some good start with walking as well. It helps when you've got 2 dogs that need walking every day like. But on my days off, if you've seen some of my other videos, if not, check them out. I've been going on a couple of long walks, and as the weather gets better now, get out there and I'm going to do more and more. Great for the mind, great for health, exercise, just makes you feel great. So yeah, so walking, as you'll see on the chart or the graph, 167 miles this year versus 125 last year after 3 months. So good start on walking, I'm pleased with that, and yeah, we'll get some miles in this summer, summertime now, and for the rest of the year really, is when as long as the weather stays nice, so fingers crossed. Cross training or CrossFit, HIIT or whatever, high intensity interval training, done 108 minutes so far this year versus none last year. So yeah, far better than last year, but not too pleased with that. We're hoping to get more workouts done, and that's something I'm definitely going to get stuck into. More CrossFit style workouts, build up that engine capacity, stamina and whatnot, and strength and core muscles, and that'll help with me running tenfold. So yeah, something definitely to work on, but yeah, not a bad start, but I wish it were better. Something you'll if you want to see more CrossFit style workouts, then keep an eye on the channel, so like and subscribe and whatnot, and there's more coming your way. Cycling on exercise bike, done 7 hours this year so far versus 2 last year. For the whole of last year I did about 8 hours for the whole year, so again, easy beat that. I haven't been on it for a few weeks actually, but especially when weather's poor outside, it's great to just get on bike. Or if I put a rugby match on or some sport, yeah, an hour flies by and get a sweat on, get some calories burnt. So yeah, need to keep at it, keep on going, and yeah, we'll get some hours in on that bike definitely for sure this year. Skipping or jump rope. For someone, I don't know if you know, but I've set myself a challenge to be able to do double unders by the end of this year, because I'm rubbish at them. I've tried to get frustrated, a bit pissed off of it, or a bit annoyed, sorry, and I can't do it, so it's something to work on. So it's a challenge I've set myself. So for someone that wants to be doing double unders or set himself a challenge, I've not got off to a great start, have I, by doing no skipping so far this year. In the next 3 months, that is going to go up massively. It's going to, a few hours in bag there, definitely. Something I need to work on. Something I want to get good at, skipping. Great for cardio and fitness, so especially when the sun's out, burn some calories off, and yep, so something to work on. The other one's rowing. I have done a little bit of rowing as part of some CrossFit style workouts, but rowing I've done 25 minutes last year versus none this year, so something I need to concentrate on, and no point having a fancy rowing machine if we're not going to use it. So again, something to work on. I'll be getting on that rowing machine definitely. Set myself some challenges, see how fast I can do 1,000 metre, 5,000 metres and whatnot, and stay tuned to see how we get on. Mindset's something I need to concentrate on and do a bit more of. Again, I don't know if you've seen the shorts and stuff. I've tried having some ice baths and stuff to help with that, and I know full well that I need to do some meditation, relaxation, bit of yoga and stuff like that. So that's something I'm going to work on. Yeah, mindset. But early March, so 4 weeks ago, I'd got the ice bath out. I'd had a couple of ice baths, and I don't know if anyone else has suffered with this, but I ended up having a nosebleed, and it's something that I've never had before. I've had a bust nose playing a bit of rugby, but I've never just had a random nosebleed. And I'd had an ice bath, and this is the only thing I can link it to. I'd had an ice bath, later on in the day I'd had a nosebleed. A couple of days later, I had another ice bath, and sure enough, later that day I'd had another nosebleed. Then morning after, another nosebleed. So I'd had 3 or 4 nosebleeds in the space of a week, and when you've never had one at all before, we're all a bit strange really. It's a bit worrying. So as you do, started reading up on Google, and it had all these reasons why you'd be having a nosebleed and whatnot. So yeah, so I stopped the ice baths just in case it was that. Since I've stopped the ice baths, I ain't had a nosebleed since, so I can only put it down to that. But I'm going to keep trying. Might have just been a shock to the body. Water was really cold, so down about 6-7 degrees. So yeah, I will be carrying on with the ice bath, picking it up, but I'm pretty pleased that I've not had no nosebleeds since, so that's the only thing I can put it down to. I didn't know if it were over exercising or whatnot. I'd done a challenge where, if you look at my other videos, I'd done 500 squats. That could have also contributed to it, because it was around that time when I'd done that workout. So yeah, or it could be stress with work. I've been pretty busy at work, so we'll see. But yeah, fortunately I've not had no nosebleeds since, and there weren't big nosebleeds either, just a little bit. But I can't put my finger on what's caused it, apart from possibly the ice bath. So we'll see. But yeah, something to keep going. I think the ice baths are good for you. Good for your circulation, good for recovering muscles. So I will, that ice bath will continue for the next few weeks really. I'll be getting it back out and off we go again. So sleep's something that I've been tracking. I've set a goal, or I try and get 7.5 hours each day. I've worked out I don't need 8 hours. So I've set my goal in an app called Auto Sleep that tracks it using my Apple Watch. It's a very good app. But my average sleep that you'll see is 7 hours per day over the first quarter. So I'm getting under my target, but I think it's just about enough. If I could probably do with 7.5 hours each night for the perfect sleep. The app says I've got a sleep rating of about 91 out of 100, so it scores you. So 91's pretty good, and it's saying that I'm getting 5 hours quality sleep on average every night, so it's not bad. 5 out of 7 is quality sleep. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Whereas other years it's been up and down, and I don't think it does your health long term any good. So yeah, the late nights I've tried to knock on my head, try to get into a routine, going to bed about 9:30, and then I'm up for between 6 and 7 every day, and then to work. So I'll be trying to get them 7.5 hours in, maybe 7.5 hours over the next 3 months, and yeah, we'll just keep tracking it and see where we are in 3 months' time. Food's a big thing that I've been watching as well. I've only had 2 takeaways this year so far, which is good. A Chinese and a pizza. I've also had 2 lots of fish and chips when I've been out, so 4 lots of bad food really, but then fish and chips when we've been on a long walk. So it's yeah, eating good food makes you feel better, makes you feel a lot better. I've been getting these low fat or fat free yogurts as well from Aldi, which is fantastic. This one's a mango one, they do a cherry one and a honey one, and then on an evening I've been eating them instead of having a full pack of biscuits or sweets and chocolate and crisps, and they're fantastic. And I've been eating a lot more fruit. So yeah, food is also on the radar, and I'll put some bits of food up that I've been eating. More jacket potatoes, tuna, stuff like that, chicken, rice, just yeah, been at McDonald's. We've had one McDonald's breakfast once this year in 3 months, so pretty good. No Burger Kings, no KFC out like that. Been to Greg's a couple of times, but I've only had, I think I've had 2 Greg's pasties this year, so yeah, nothing major. I've had the odd little bits here and there as a treat, so very good. I'm pleased with that. Blood pressure is something that I've been testing as well, keeping an eye on. I went for a health test, screening test about 10 years ago when I hit 30. One of the things that came up was high cholesterol and fairly high blood pressure. So it's something I've been mindful of ever since, and I think it could be stress related from work a little bit. Healthy diet or non-healthy diet contributed to the high cholesterol years ago, but then yeah, more recently the blood pressure, and again I thought that could have been what was causing the nosebleeds back in early March. So I think the average is about 150 over 95 at the moment, so that's something I need to get down. It's classed as mild to high hypertension, I think. And it's something that I need to get down. So I think once I've lost a little bit of weight, that should hopefully help it. And yeah, some exercise, keep the exercise going, which I'm going to be doing. So I'll be keeping an eye on my blood pressure. I'll put my results on screen. That I test it every few days, at different times a day as well, to see if that makes a difference. I think 125 over 87 is the very best I've ever done, which was a Saturday morning when I was nice and chilled, relaxed. A non-working day, so I need to test a few more Saturdays and Sundays really and see what results I get. Yeah, so if anyone's got any tips to reducing blood pressure without taking drugs, then yeah, feel free. I found some YouTube videos on specific exercises and grip exercises to reduce blood pressure, so I'll be testing some of that out as well and documenting it. So yeah, blood pressure is one thing to keep an eye on also. So weight is something I've been tracking. I'm not too fussed about my weight really. Something I have been tracking just to see what's going on, because I've got a bit of a belly and whatnot, but at some point I'm hoping to get rid of the belly and put some muscle on, so I'll be tracking bit of weight and BMI, but it's not the be all and end all. So I started off at 92 and a half kilos at the beginning of Jan. Let's see what we are today. End of March, well, beginning of April. There we go. Currently 87.4, but it's fluctuating between that and 87. So yeah, I'm pretty sure after I've been to Lou this morning it'll be a bit less, but yeah, so the plan is hopefully get it down a little bit, get rid of this bit more fat off this belly, 85, 86 or something, back in the next quarter. Mental health's a big thing, and part of the meditation or making sure your mental health's well. I think minimal alcohol intake contributes, getting good sleep, bit of exercise, eating well. It all contributes to feeling great and there's some other bits that you can add in there. Meditation, bit of mindfulness work. One other thing that I started doing a little bit of it 26th of May last year, 2023, is a bit of journaling and just spending 5-10 minutes of your day. There we go, 5-10 minutes of your day just to make notes on what you're grateful for or what your goals are or anything like that really. Mainly what I write down is what I'm grateful for and what my plan is for the future or what my long-term goals are. A bit of each just to document it, and I can look back in years to come maybe. But yeah, and it just keeps you grounded and keeps your mind, just makes you realise what you are grateful for. It kind of sets you off on a good, I think if I do it first thing in the morning, it sets your day off quite well. You get clear focus, mind. So it's pretty good. The last time I did it was 16th of Jan this year, so I've had 10 weeks off really, but it's something I need to get back into doing and trying to get to do it daily, or if not 2 or 3 times a week, just to keep your mind on the right track and what you're thankful for, what you've got in life that other people don't, and what you aim to achieve as a father or as a human or as a person, and some of my fitness goals in there to be the best I can be. So it helps keep your mind on track. So something else to add to the busy list of things to do and to try and keep on top of. Right, now on to alcohol. Alcohol is something I've been monitoring, trying not to drink as much as I've done previously. I do believe that alcohol is probably 50% contributing towards the weight gain that I've had over probably the past 10 years. And I say 50% because if I drink a lot of alcohol, and it's been easily to do, but I drink a lot of alcohol, it makes me make bad decisions as well around diet, eating bad foods. It just makes me lazy, and I'll order takeaways, eat really bad stuff, and eating poor food on top of a belly full of ale and beer. It's not great, and that's why I've added weight on over the past probably 5-10 years. It's drinking alcohol, it's not for me, it's not great for me, and I've only just realised that in the past probably 6 months really. Don't make me feel great either, so the hangovers are getting worse and worse as older I get, and it don't give me a great headspace. I don't have a great, if I have a heavy session, let's say 8 or 10 pints for the next 2 or 3 days, it ruins my mood. I'm not in the best of moods, I don't feel great, I feel lazy, fatigued, so it's not good for me. So this year, I think, after 3 months, end of March, I've had 20, what is it I've got on screen there, 23 alcoholic drinks in total, 17 pints of Guinness. I'll do like a Guinness, 2 pints of ample ale, which is really good, 2 pints of lager, and 2 bottles of beer. And that's in 3 months. It seems quite a lot, 23 drinks, but I'd probably have that over a weekend normally. In the past, especially when I've got rugby or not boxing on, might have 10 pints in a night and do that two nights in a row. And when at the height of drinking, it's just so easy to fall into that trap. There's always an excuse. You've had a good day at work, I'll celebrate and have a beer, or I've had a bad day at work, do you know what, I'll have a beer. I'll have a beer because it's Friday night, and then Saturday night, it's weekend, I'll have a beer. I'll have a beer with my Sunday dinner. Let's go to a pub and have a few pints. Football's on, or rugby's on, or boxing's on. Let's have 6 pints, 8 pints. And then your friends are all doing the same. So before you know it, you can be having 20, 30 pints a week, easy. Or if you're having bottles of wine, you can have 5, 6, 7 bottles of wine a week and not even notice that you're doing it. So that's something I've been conscious of, gone back and just kept an eye on it. And I've even turned down nights out recently, which is something I probably wouldn't have done much of in the past. We've got some neighbours that invite us to the pub every month, and again, I've not been recently because it's just enough's enough. You can, if you say yes to everything, it's just so easy to fall into that trap. And before you know it, you're putting on weight, you're lazy, you're not exercising the day after because your body's recovering from drinking all alcohol the night before. Or even if you do exercise, you're not performing to your best, are you? Because you're fueling your body with all that sugar and crap that's in the alcohol and drinks. So yeah, it's something I want to keep to a minimum, and I think I've done a fantastic job of that, and I'm proud of that actually for what I've done this so far this year, and I'm going to continue to do that. So that's my take on alcohol and where I am with it at the moment. Thank you. One of the things I've done a bit of research on or looked into was fasting, intermittent fasting or slightly longer fasting, 3, 4, 5 day fasting. And I came across it because I'd watched a documentary by Chris Hemsworth on, I think it was Disney Channel, and the title of that programme was Fasting, where he'd done a 5-day water fast where he just drunk water for 5 days, didn't eat no food. But I didn't realise all the health benefits around it, about resetting your body and getting rid of cells, the unused bad cells in your body. So it's something I'd looked into, and I'd come across a lady called Dr. Mindy Pelz, and there's loads of great info. She's got loads of videos out there on YouTube, so about the health benefits to fasting, and just letting your body rest from, instead of constantly putting food and drink through it. The health benefits, even if you're just doing it short term or intermittently, and only eating in an 8-hour window per day, ideally, leaving 16 hours for your body to rest. If you're doing it over a longer period, so I've done 2-3 day fasts in the past couple of months, quite easy to do really, just by drinking water and black coffee, no milk in there, but it's something I'll document going forward, and I'll do a couple more in the next few months. And it's not about losing weight at all, it's about getting rid of the unused cells or the old cells in your body, discarding them and refreshing your metabolism and boosting your immune system. That's what it's all about. And it's those old cells that your body those old fat cells that your body's not using, they're the cells that I believe cancer attaches itself to. So again, if I can get rid of those cells out of my body, it's it can only do me self a bit more good, can't it, if that's the case. So yeah, I'd advise you to look into that, people to look into that bit of fasting, and I'll be documenting my journey or what I'm going through again. And next time I do it, like I say, I'm only doing it for 2 and 3 days at a time, 2 or 3 times a month, just to boost the immune system and get rid of the old cells. So the goals for the next quarter. Soon as I thought about this, I just thought of Casey Neistat on one of his videos he did years and years ago. He's even got the tattoo actually on his arm that just says "Do more." I need to just do more. That was the first thing that entered my head. So the goals that I'm working towards, I don't have to complete these within the next 3 months, but I have to be a step closer than what I am today. That's what I'm aiming for. So parkrun, I hit a PB this month, or last week, 28 minutes. So I want to get that down to closer to 27 minutes if I can. Healthy eating, continue to keep away from takeaways. Fasting, get a few, 2 or 3 more 3-day, 4-day fasts in there if I can. Touched on this earlier. Minimal alcohol intake, just continue what I'm doing. See if I can have less than 23 drinks this quarter. That'd be an even bigger achievement. I don't have any major April, May, June. In fact, I'm going to the Isle of Man TT, but again, it's not a big drinking thing. But I'll have a few beers there, no doubt, in the sun. Hopefully, walking, get some more longer walks in. I've got some routes planned where I want to go, some landmarks that I want to show you. So we'll get some more longer walks done now the weather's getting better. Running, I want to. So as well as the park run, I want to aim for a 2-hour half marathon. Once that's done, I'll be trying to take on a marathon at some point. Ideally 4 hours, but that's a tough one. CrossFit workouts, just need to do more of them. Yep, I just want to do that, and the variety there is endless. Skipping, double unders, that's one of my goals for this year. Head towards that, just get better at it. Building strength in general, so weightlifting, some weights, put that into my training. The CrossFit side will also help with that. The weight, it'd be great if I could lose another couple of kilos, get down to 85 kg from 87 that I am around now. And I think by eating better and doing all the above, or all the stuff that I've just mentioned, should bring my blood pressure down towards a bit closer to normal or better than what it's showing at the moment. Mindset, do a little bit more journaling, or quite a bit more than what I've done this year. I started it last year. Start meditation. I've done none, but it's in the back of my mind. I want to get some done. So we'll see how that goes. Ice baths for a bit of recovery, or quicker recovery and mindset, blood circulation and all the health benefits that brings. Get some more ice baths done. And then sleep. I want to get closer to my 7.5 hour goal. So they're the goals for the next quarter. Let's go get them. Thanks for watching.